One of the largest contributors to our environmental issues is human-caused climate change from greenhouse gas emissions. This change is to blame for rising sea levels and temperatures, animal extinctions, famine, and extreme weather. At the same time, the major cause of climate change, carbon emissions from fossil fuel productions, is the major component of energy production in the world, with 80% of the world's energy coming from fossil fuels, according to the World Bank. It would be an economic disaster to simply remove fossil fuels from our energy equation. The good news is that innovations in technology would allow us to continue our fossil fuel use and remove carbon emissions directly at the source of the pollution. Carbon capture and storage technologies have allowed companies to continue to produce fossil fuels while heavily reducing or even eliminating carbon emissions. For example, Klaus Lackner of Columbia University says that 90,000 tons of carbon can be taken out of the atmosphere a year, which is the same as 15,000 cars, by using synthetic trees. Obviously, renewable energy will also continue to become more efficient and more economically affordable.
Humans can change the weather through cloud seeding, where we shoot silver iodide into the sky. The iodide binds to water droplets that would otherwise evaporate and freezes them so that they can fall as precipitation. This method can improve outputs of precipitation in areas by as much as 10%. With research, this method holds even more promise, making droughts a thing of the past. If we develop this technology even further, humans might be able to control other extreme weather events.
Mining throughout the world has caused immense ecological damage. However, with the development of new technologies in metal recovery, like ion exchange and electrolytics, an incentive has been created for corporations to clean up mines and the damage that has been caused. By separating metal from the polluted environment, businesses now have an economic reason to help fix the environment. In a similar way, new developments and opportunities in oceanic technology have led to the creation of underwater barriers that allow an easier removal of plastic from the ocean.
Absolutely.
Research has shown that carbon capture technology can solve the world's emissions problem for just 0.5% of global GDP, and that's without humans having to change any of their habits. Technology is incredibly powerful, and by following the S-shaped technology growth curve, we can see that technology will grow exponentially as long as we invest time and money into it, allowing humans to solve their environmental problems without changing their entire lifestyles. Norway, as an example, has cut their goal for zero emissions from 2050 to 2030 because of technologies like carbon capture, showing that this is more than just a simple theory.
That's all I can see in the future. There's more conflict, more arguments, more shouting. Possibly, if the economy stays in a recession long enough, a majority of us will gradually adapt to a simpler, a more frugal way of life.
And of course, bring your trusty spork. Then we can avoid horrible plastic or even wooden cutlery that's just made for disposable use.